Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Kevin back for yet another video. And today I want to talk to you about 10 things you need to stop worrying about right now. First of all, let's start talking about time. Every single one of us, no matter who you are, no matter what country you're in, no matter where you live, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. The exact same 1,440 minutes in the day, and the same 86,400 seconds in the day. So what are you gaining by worrying about how much time you have today and to get things done? I think we all put a lot of pressure on ourselves to get so many things done in such a short period of time. And then we worry about the fact that we don't have enough time to get all these things done. And what I would suggest is that perhaps we need to spend more time better focusing on how we plan out our day so that we're much more efficient, that we work smarter and not harder, and stop worrying about the time that we do or don't have. There's nothing that you can do today that you couldn't really do tomorrow. Well, save and except maybe perhaps you have an assignment that was due today. You should have got it done. Instead of focusing about how much time we don't have in the day, what we need to do is focus on how we can better manage our time, working smarter and not harder, and thinking about the ways that we can be much more efficient. Number 2, let's stop worrying about what other people think about us, or the haters, if you will. Now, a content creator, Sharon Liana in Australia, posted a video a little while ago, which I'll put in the description below, about haters as well and how we need to avoid spending our time focusing on what they think about us. And I echo exactly what she said in that video. We can find ourselves spending a lot of time worrying about what other people think about us. Now, 2 things can be happening. First of all, sometimes the people we are overly concerned about what they think about us aren't even actually thinking about us. And second of all, even if they were, what does it really matter? Someone's opinion of you has no merit over who you actually are and what you contribute to this planet. So instead of worrying about what other people think about you, spend more time being more concerned about what your own self-perception of yourself is. Building your own self-esteem, having self-love. That's what's important. Number 3, let's talk about tomorrow. How many of us worry about what is going to happen tomorrow, next week, and next year? Unfortunately, the way the world works and the way life is, we can't even guarantee that we will be around on this earth tomorrow or next week or next year. Rather, we should be spending more time focusing about where we're at today, taking the time to slow down and relax and worry about the things that we actually need to do and accomplish in this particular moment in time. Tomorrow is not promised to us. And so what value is it adding to your life to worry about what's going to happen in the days to come? Number 4, worrying about the amount of social media followers that we have. Now, this is probably a tough one for all of us, because I'm not going to lie to you. Even here on YouTube, I'm not going to say that I don't every now and then check to see how many subscribers I have. But I don't make it my life. The amount of subscribers that I have here on YouTube is not an indication of how great my videos are. It's not an indication about what I stand for or who I am as a person. And it doesn't certainly distract me from putting out these videos. Now, whether I have 300 subscribers or 300,000 subscribers, I'm still Kevin Joseph. I'm still the same person that puts out these videos. I'm still going to put the same amount of effort into what it is I need to do. And so whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever it might be, stop worrying about how many followers you have. It's easy for us to believe that that validates who we are and what we have to contribute to society, but it absolutely doesn't. Number 5, stop worrying about what can go wrong. Now, it's very easy for us to sit back and think about all the what ifs, the things that could go wrong, the things that might not work out. But stop and ask yourself this question. But what if it does work out? But what if it does go right? Here we are worrying about things that we have absolutely no control of. If something is going to turn out in the negative, that's what it's going to be. So just put your best foot forward, stop worrying about what's going to happen, stop worrying about what could go wrong, and focus on putting your best foot forward. Number 6, asking for help. Now, this may not be a struggle for a lot of people, but I know that it is for at least a few. How many of you, because I was like this at one point, or you're just so stubborn, or maybe perhaps you just feel like asking for help, no matter what the help is for, whether it be for a project or maybe you just need someone to be an ear to listen. But asking for help and reaching out sometimes to some folks can feel like it's a sign of weakness. And when we try to not portray that we are weak, we decide to hold it in, and we often struggle through life's circumstances, just trying to get through it without the help of others. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. Asking for help doesn't diminish who you are as an individual. In fact, I would argue that asking for help shows a sign of maturity and shows a sign of confidence. It's an admission that I can't do everything myself. I know personally that I would rather ask for help than struggle through something and fail miserably. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, so make sure you do when you need to. Number 7, let's talk about our appearance. First of all, every single one of us, no matter who you are, no matter who you look up to, every single person, guaranteed 100%, has something about themselves that they just don't like. And so here we are worrying about our appearance because we think that other people might find us flawed. They might think that we're ugly, that we're overweight, that we're too skinny, we're too tall, we're too short, and the list goes on and on and on. And your appearance is more important for you to be concerned about generally for yourself, not for what other people are going to take for you. Don't want to sound gross, but every single one of us wakes up with a little bit of some foul breath. Every single one of us has to sit down for a number 2. Every one of us has to take a shower. There is nobody on this planet, there's no one in this world that absolutely doesn't have something about themselves that they just don't like. And so while you're sitting here worried about what other people are going to think about your appearance, they're thinking about their own appearance. So why are you worried about what they're thinking about yours? Number 8, let's talk about being single. Now, in this world, when everyone is busy on social media posting their wonderful life about how much they're in love and how many babies they're having and their wedding bells and all the wonderful things that come with being in a relationship, it can make others who aren't in a relationship with somebody else to feel like they're inferior or feel like there's something wrong with them. And oftentimes what that can do is cause people to get into situations and relationships that probably are just as detrimental for them than as if they were just single. And so I want to let you know that there's nothing wrong with being single and being on your own. Spend time focusing on yourself. Not every relationship is gold. I will tell you that right now. Just because you see relationships on social media that make it seem like everything is rosy, what you don't see are in those other 75 pictures that didn't get posted. The bumps, the bruises, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse, and on it goes. So don't worry about being single. Enjoy your life. Number 9, things that you cannot control. Simply put, there are a gazillion different things in life you absolutely have no control over. You have no control over other people. You have no control over the job that will or won't hire you. You have no control over taxes. You have no control over so many things, and yet we sit back and worry about them. And it adds just anxiety, sometimes depression, and a lot of other negative effects to our lives when we sit back and worry about a lot of these things that we absolutely have no control over. So stop worrying. And number 10, don't sweat the small stuff. A little while ago, my wife and I took a trip up to Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario to go visit some friends of ours, Jason and Judy. And over the course of that weekend, over the course of those days that we were up there, Jason kept mentioning this phrase that really resonated with me, and it was to stop sweating the small stuff. Now, he wasn't saying it directly to me, but it was just a phrase for the way that he enjoys life. And that to me is very profound. That sometimes we spend a lot of time over worrying about the things that in life cause us the worries and the stress. For example, you were doing a presentation to the board of directors and your zipper was down. Perhaps you were smiling at everyone like you just won the lottery and you had a big old piece of broccoli in your teeth and nobody told you. These little things in life sometimes, when we find out about them after, can make us worry and have anxiety and just really wreck our day. Don't sweat the small stuff. Those things will come and pass in life and no one will really remember it. Well, maybe they will and they'll tell stories about you. But again, who cares, because you're not supposed to worry about what other people think about you. Stop sweating the small stuff. So those are my 10. Now you might want to add more to these 10. And if you do, if you have other things that you worry about or think that people worry about, that you want to encourage others to stop worrying about? Definitely in the comments below, let me know what it is. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share this video, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more of these types of videos. Until then, peace and love.